I think it's a very big mistake for Bongbong and take out, Inday Sara and Digong just because it's for political reasons. So what will he end up having? He's going to end up having only people in his government who are all afraid to talk and speak out. And that's what he wants because, that's how you silence and you're able to rule this country when nobody talks against you. And I think that's a very big mistake he's making.
Ano naman po masasabi nyo dito sa panibagong revamp na naman po, pagbabago sa hanay po ng National Security Council or NSC, kung saan yung Vice Presidente at yung mga dating Pangulo ay hindi na po kabilang dito sa magiging bahagi o bubuo dito sa NSC po na ito. Para sa kaalaman ng lahat, ito pong NSC nabuo during Elpidio Quirino nung siya po yung Pangulo at kasama po yung Vice Presidente doon sa pinaka-original, Executive Order number 330. At kung di ako nagkakamali, sa panahon ni dating Pangulong FVR Ramos ay naisali dito yung mga dating mga presidente. Pero sa ngayon po na administrasyon, wala na po sa hanay ang Vice Presidente at yung mga dating Pangulo.
Almar, the idea of the National Security Council is to have your top officials there who will give you divergent views because nobody has a monopoly in wisdom. We have so many problems and so, everybody should be able to give their views no matter whether, they came from different political parties. And I think it's a very big mistake for Bongbong and take out, Inday Sara and Digong just because it's for political reasons. So what will he end up having? He's going to end up having only people in his government who are all afraid to talk and speak out. And that's what he wants because, that's how you silence and you're able to rule this country when nobody talks against you. And I think that's a very big mistake he's making. Because if I were in the president's place, I should be happy to have, people from different spectrums, past presidents, present there, and other past leaders whom you think are worthy of giving, sensible ideas in the National Security Council, because that is the purpose of the national. And besides, why do you take out Digong, President Duterte, and Inday Sara? Why do you consider them a national threat? That's ridiculous. Everybody will laugh at that. A national threat? And that was the justification for it. They said, we have to look at our national security. Why? Just because somebody doesn't agree with you, you think that person is a national threat? You must be really stupid to think that way. And that's the problem of this government. It doesn't think. It stopped thinking a long time ago.
Opo, and para sa kalaman ng lahat, gaano po kahalaga itong NSC, yung pag-convene po nito every time na kailangan o regular na pag-convene nito? Kasi balita pa natin parang hindi pa yata nag-convene ito ng buo talaga, kasama mismo rin ang una ang Pangulo, kung meron po ba kayong mga narinig. Kasi sa panig po ni Vice President Inday Sara, bago siya tinanggal dito, kabilang ito sa binigyan niya ng emphasis, na never siya na naka-attend ng pagpupulong dyan sa NSC. Kinisyon pa nga niya ito during sa assessment sa kanya na walang security threat sa kanya, kaya nga humihingi siya ng minutes. Sino yung mga pumirma dun sa minutes, bakit nakapagpalabas ng pahayag ang NEC na ni minsan na hindi pa siya nakadalo sa anong mga meeting simula nang umupo siya bilang Pangalawang Pangulo.
All this is window dressing, okay? It's just for propaganda. I mean, for them to show that they're doing something. Because the truth of the matter is that they do not want to hear divergent views, which is the idea of having a National Security Council to talk about the issues really concerning the nation. That is the idea of a National Security Council, because these issues that we have, sooner or later, will pose a problem of national security. Okay? So what do? You just want to show you're doing something when you're not doing anything. So what, you reorganize it? And how do you reorganize it? The most stupid way. You get rid of those who have divergent views, and you only put what? People there who are scared to tell you the truth? What kind of a president are you? You must be really stupid to do that. No president in his right mind who's sincere about solving the problems of the nation would do such a thing.
Opo. And sa mga pangyayari pong ito, dapat po ba itong ikabahala ng taong bayan? Kasi parang nabibigyan lang ng emphasis dito yung away po sa politika at hindi mismo yung malapit sa bituka ng taong bayan, which is patuloy na pagmahal ng mga bilihin, yung kahirapan, andyan pa rin po at tila wala silang, kung pagbabatayan natin yung mga pagtatanong at mga surveys po, ganyan po yung resulta po, Ginong Jose.
I don't go by these surveys because a lot of those surveys are paid surveys, to show that they're doing something, and all this is ridiculous. I go by common sense. I go and talk to people outside. I talk to people in the market. I talk to people in the groceries. I talk to tricycle drivers. And I ask them, what do you think? And I'm going to tell you something, okay? Which I know that they will never print anywhere or tell anyone. A lot of people in this country are very angry. And that number keeps growing and growing. And if you took an honest survey of the popularity of Bongbong Marcos, he would be down to 10% rating. I'm willing to take a bet on it.
Sir, huling topic na lamang po. Ngayon pong si MJ po ulit ito. Sir, malapit ng inauguration ni US President Donald Trump ulit as the US President. Meron ba kayong nakikitang maaaring pagbabago sa political landscape, sa geopolitics natin, ng mga bagay-bagay?
There's going to be a lot of changes, okay? I myself have made suggestions to President Trump. I mean, I sent him a lot of suggestions and even recommendations, and he has adopted quite a number of them, okay? So, because he knows I'm not a politician and he's not a politician. He prefers to hear from people who are not politicians. So I tell him exactly what I think. And he listens. And I told him, you know what has gone wrong in all this throughout the world? Why are you having millions of illegal immigrants going across to the United States and millions others to Europe? I'll tell you what the reason is. Because they have no opportunities in their country, and so they are obliged to move to another country. And they look to the United States and to Europe. And you know why I said there is no development in their country? Because there is corruption. These are corrupt regimes. I said the same thing is happening in the Philippines. We have 350,000 undocumented Filipinos in the United States. Why? Because those poor souls saw no opportunity here in the Philippines. And so they went to the United States. That is the source of illegal immigration in the United States and in Europe. And it's the source of immigration from our country to other countries because this country has done nothing. These governments have done nothing for the people because of a lot of corruption. And I told Donald Trump, I told him, Don, I said, you know, if you don't take a stand on corruption in developing countries, you will continue to have these problems of illegal immigrants. Because the solution is to stop illegal immigration is you make sure that there are no corruptions in their countries of origin so that they develop, they have jobs there, they have opportunities. I said, this is common sense. And, you know, he agreed with me. And you'll see what's going to happen. I told him, you know, you can stop it because you can do it through executive order. You can impose sanctions on corrupt countries. You can ban the corrupt officials from those countries from entering the United States. You can even seize their assets. Biden did it to the Russian oligarchs. Okay, and then I say just seize their assets and return them to the country once they have an honest government. Return their assets, seize them. I said there are solutions, and I've given him a number of solutions. Well, we'll see what's going to happen.
Opo, sir, issues sa West Philippine Sea, South China Sea, nakikita po ba ninyo na may mga pagbabagong gaganap?
I've also given him a 4-point program on it, and he's looking at it. And I told him, if you agree with it, please negotiate it directly with Jinping. And I suspect, this is the reason why I invited Jinping to go to Washington for his inaugural, because he wanted to talk to him. And he said, I do not consider China as an enemy. That was very good that he said that. That means that he thinks he can come to an agreement with Jinping, including over the West Philippine Sea. I've given him the solution. He's looking at it. I'm not going to give the details out here because I want Trump to be the one to negotiate it directly with Jinping. And I think Jinping will accept. I have a funny feeling Jinping will like the proposals. And then that's the way we can solve this problem in the West Philippine Sea.